Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Batman Classics episode number 2. And today, guys, we're talking about a Batman issue from 1975. Yes, fans, that makes it as old as I am. And we're talking about Batman issue number 270, The Menace of the Fiery Heads. That's right, guys. Pretty cool cover here as you get to see Batman here. Just looks like he's fighting against these two bad guys with shooting fiery heads on them. This book is written by David V. Reed, and the art is done by Ernie Chow. Chow? I don't know how to say that. The artwork is very classic. I mean, basically fits that 1970s type of style, especially when it comes to the type of coloring and just with the clothes the characters are wearing. Commissioner Gordon's wearing like this purple suit. He's typical white hair, white mustache, glass guy. But Batman looks cool. Like he's really drawn like very like modern. Like I love the way he's drawn here. Love the blue and gray costume, traditional costume that a lot of us know Batman for years and years. And you gotta love the action scenes in here. It's like really awesome. So he gives him like a couple of karate chops in there. And then the funny thing is that if you pay attention to the artwork in this actual book, you'll get to see Batman. He's standing in a couple of poses in here where there would be no wind, but yet his cape is still blowing sideways. And I'm gonna show you that right here. Yeah, like for instance, right here in this last panel, he's standing on the stage and his cape is going sideways. Now, maybe he's outside on the stage, but I can't see him being inside Commissioner Gordon's office with his cape going sideways. Where's the wind? Or is it just a heavy fan? But it's pretty cool to see that. They kind of just want to go for the effect of Batman's cape. But in this issue, we come across that there's been a mysterious death in this book, and then what happens is these deaths. Every time you see one of these fiery heads, what happens is you're next on the list to die. And this all had to do with some kind of murder trial that was going on. And we get to see this mysterious guy in this green trench coat. We're not sure who he really is. He's this mystery. And then he throws the head of the next person who's going to die. And Batman finds out. He's like, "Well, I gotta turn off this fiery head." And so he turns it off. And in the meantime, too, you wind up seeing Batman trying to go to this charity event. And every time he goes to this charity event and he talks to these kids, always a mission comes up where it has to do with this case. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, kids, I gotta go and save the day." But yeah, obviously, he doesn't say that. He's like, and he disses these kids like a couple of times. And the kids are like, "Man, you gotta be kidding." So the dialogue in this book is just typical 70s stuff. And we wind up finding out that the person that's behind these fiery heads is it's just some random guy that was in prison and got released. And so he's been strangling all the people that put him in jail or that had to deal with his conviction in prison and whatnot. So Batman, in the end, winds up taking care of the situation, and at the very end of this issue, he winds up repaying these kids and says, "Well, Bruce Wayne couldn't make it, but Batman was here to save the day." So, not a very heavily involved story plot line. It was very simple for Batman to solve this case for who was lighting these fiery heads and killing the people that had to do with this jail sentence or whatnot. But it made for a fun read. And back then, that's how a lot of Batman books were. He was the detective working with Commissioner Gordon, trying to solve these basic everyday crime cases. So this was a fun and entertaining book to read. It was great to see this dialogue back from the 70s and some of these old style costumes. And again, it was a lot of fun. So if you're looking for that classic Batman tale, this is the one for you guys. And so after reading this one, I'm going to give this one a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Nothing here that knocked my socks off, but again, it was just good to read for that nostalgia. So again, fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing out, and thanks for watching Batman Classics, Episode 2.